Do you know who started the company that sells the most cars in India after Hyundai and Maruti Suzuki? It was founded by a boy from South Korea named Chung Ju-yung. As a child, he worked up to 17 hours a day in the fields just to have 2 meals. He dreamed of becoming rich and ran away from home several times. His businesses were destroyed many times due to floods and wars. But without ever giving up, he built one of the world's biggest car companies, Hyundai. So, if you also feel that success is only for others, you must watch this story, because it has the power to change your life. The story begins in 1915 when Chung Ju-yung was born in a poor Korean farming family. His father worked in the fields all day to feed his children. Chung's dream was to become a teacher, but poverty was so harsh that many nights he had to sleep on an empty stomach. Education became nothing more than a distant dream. Due to financial struggles, he worked with his father in the fields, grazing animals, and cutting wood to sell in the city. When he saw city life, clean people, beautiful clothes, good roads, and plenty of food, he thought, if I live in the city, maybe life can be better. At age 16, after seeing a newspaper advertisement about construction jobs in a nearby city, he secretly ran away from home in 1932. He started working at a construction site, but the pay was very low. Still, he felt satisfied that he was standing on his own feet. After 2 months, his parents found him and brought him back home. But he could not adjust to farm life again. He ran away 2 more times, worked in cities, and was brought back again. Finally, at 18, he left home for good and went to Seoul, South Korea's capital. He first worked at a construction site, then as an assistant in a factory. Later, he got a better-paying job as a delivery boy in a rice shop. Within 6 months, due to his honesty and dedication, the owner promoted him to manager. In 1937, when the shop owner fell seriously ill, he handed over the shop to Chung. At just 22 years old, Chung became the owner. He renamed it Kyungil Rice Store. He built a strong customer base with low prices, high quality, and timely delivery. But soon, during the Japanese occupation of Korea, all rice shops were seized by the government for wartime supplies. Chung lost his business and returned to his village. In 1940, with a loan, he started a repair garage, but within a month, it burned down. He took another loan, opened a bigger garage, and within 3 years, paid off all debts. His business grew to 80 employees. But again, the Japanese government merged his garage with a steel plant for the war effort. After World War II ended in 1945, Korea was liberated. In 1946, Chung returned to Seoul and founded Hyundai Service, a car repair workshop. He soon started getting contracts from the US Army. By 1947, he expanded into construction with Hyundai Civil Industries. When the Korean War began in 1950, he had to flee Seoul, but he saw opportunities in rebuilding army facilities. By working hard, he gained the trust of officials and kept growing. After the war, Hyundai played a major role in rebuilding South Korea's infrastructure, highways, power plants, and dams. In 1967, Chung founded Hyundai Motor Company. By 1968, Hyundai partnered with Ford and built one of the world's largest car plants in Ulsan. Their first car, the Cortina, was launched but failed in the Korean market. Disaster struck again in 1969 when floods damaged the Ulsan plant. But Chung restarted operations. Later, in 1974, Ford ended the partnership. Hyundai lacked its own car-making technology. After being rejected by Volkswagen and General Motors, Hyundai partnered with Mitsubishi Motors. With the help of British engineer George Turnbull and a team of experts, Hyundai developed its first fully Korean-made car, the Pony, launched in 1975. Affordable, stylish, and reliable, the Pony captured 60% of South Korea's car market, making Hyundai the top car company. By the 1980s, Hyundai expanded overseas, first to Britain, then Canada, and finally the United States in 1986 with the Hyundai Excel. Priced like a used car but with a 5-year warranty, it became America's top-selling car in its first 2 years. Although criticized for quality issues, Hyundai invested heavily in R&D. In the 1990s, models like the Sonata improved its global reputation. Today, Hyundai is among the top 3 largest car manufacturers in the world, after Toyota and Volkswagen. It operates in 193 countries, with millions of cars sold each year. In India, it is the second largest car company, competing strongly with Mahindra and Tata. All of this was possible because Chung Ju-yung never gave up, no matter how many times he failed. His determination not only built Hyundai into a global brand but also contributed massively to South Korea's growth and economy.